Hello, so for this assignment, you are going to compose a piece for a noun. So if you're in fourth grade, maybe you don't know what the word compose means. It means to create a song. So you're going to make your composition for a noun, so like a person, place, or thing. In this video, I give you 3 examples. One where I'm playing a piano and I compose a piece called Fish. One where I play the violin and I compose a piece called Cody, which is my dog. And one where I teach you how to make a song if you don't know how to play an instrument, and that one is called Rain. Feel free to click around in this video. It's a pretty long video, but some of you might only need portions of it. So for instance, if you're in orchestra and you're going to make a song on your cello, you might only need that first video. You won't need the GarageBand one or the one for the piano. I'm sorry, the piano video is first, the violin video is second. I already recorded the 3 songs, already composed 3 songs. So if you need help, please reach out. This video explains everything, so watch the entire video first. A lot of you might need the entire video, and then decide what you're going to compose. I am not making this due until next week, so you have plenty of time. I urge you to also email me what your idea is, so we can kind of elaborate on your idea. So if your noun is cat and you think of some components for cat that's going to make your song sound like a cat, you're going to email me those portions. I'll write these instructions down below. You can also do a Google Meet with me for extra help. So to turn this in, you are going to make a Flipgrid video of your composition. You're first going to say your name and what grade you're in, because 4th through 8th grade, you're all doing the same assignment. And so I'm actually really excited to see the differences between some of our more advanced musicians and some of our earlier musicians. So it's going to be a really cool contrast. And advanced musicians, you kind of have a responsibility to show the younger ones how cool a composition could be, or how good you can make your composition. And then younger ones don't get showed out by them. You can create something just as cool. Next thing is, so you're gonna put your song into Flipgrid. If you obviously did it with an instrument, you're just going to record yourself playing it, but you first need to explain it. You say your noun, and then you explain the characteristics or the environment or anything of that noun that made you come up with the song. You'll see my examples in the clips after this. And then you're going to play the entire song without explaining it, and then put it in Flipgrid. If you did it by creating a song in GarageBand, I'm going to show you how you're going to screen record and put that into Flipgrid. You can also just record it on a phone, email the recording to yourself, and then import it into Flipgrid. Go to the end of the video if you need help with importing a video into Flipgrid. Hi, you won't be able to see my pretty face, but you'll be able to hear my... Okay, so the noun I chose was fish. And again, I already worked on this before I recorded the video. I already composed the piece. So when I think of fish, the environment I think of is water. So I made a very flowy sound. And then I also think of bubbles. So that's why I'm rising, because I know that bubbles rise underwater. And at the end, the bubble's going to pop. So it's not going to sound so flowy. At the end, you're going to hear a pop. So this is what I came up with for the lower sounds. And so that's my fish's environment. Fishes, I don't think that's the correct word, but anyways, that's the environment for the fish. The next thing I came up with was like a melody. So it's what my right hand's going to play, and it's basically the characteristics of the fish. So it's a bit higher sounding, because when I think of fish, I think of like happiness, and when I think of happiness, it's like these higher keys up here. The next thing is, it's pretty simple. Fish aren't like what I think of to be the smartest animals, so I made a very simple melody. It's something like that. I just kind of stroll along. I might kind of change it a bit as I'm playing because I'm kind of doing a bit of an improv where my right hand is just going to act like the fish and my left hand is going to continue doing that water and bubble pop sound. So this is what I came up with. This is my composition on the noun fish. And that was called Fish. All right. I hope you enjoy it. I miss you guys. Oh God, this is not. Oh, see all the boxes? Yeah, I'm moving. Okay, bye. All right. So this next composition is for my dog Cody. So the noun is the proper noun I chose is Cody. He's hiding. Okay, he's behind the chair. If he makes a guest appearance, you're lucky. If not, sorry. Oh, oh, come on. Okay, so something about Cody is he's skittish, okay? So the composition I made is for a skittish dog. So skittish, like he's very anxious and scared all the time, and he tries to ease into people, but then he freaks out and he runs away, or he'll like bark. So there's a few components in this composition called Cody. There's a curious piece. So whenever I think of curious, I think of a lot of sliding sounds. So you're gonna hear some things that sound like this. Now you could do big ones, but I'm gonna do small ones because he's a small dog. The next thing that's in this song is like a scurry, like he scatters away. So you're gonna hear something like he's just running off, right? And then at the end of the song is he's gonna do one big bark. So you're gonna hear a. Okay, so this is what I put together for Cody. Again, that's my noun. Sorry, I hit this thing right here. I need to scoot back. I don't know if I'm gonna edit that out. I might just leave it. So here's my song. See, he got scared of that, afraid of that. So that is the song Cody. All right. So you don't have to play an instrument to make a song or to compose a song, okay? So I'm going to show you how now in GarageBand. And if you have loops or you don't have loops or you don't even know what loops are, you're still going to be able to compose a song based on a noun of your choosing. So I'm going to do this live for you. I'm going to open up GarageBand. If you don't know what that is, it looks like this app right here. When you, in fact, I'll show you what you'll see when you first open up GarageBand. You're going to see something like this. If you've never opened it before, you might have to click through some screens. I'm going to create an empty project, and then this will come up. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a software instrument. You have to create something before you're able to move along. So I'm just going to use things like my hand, my voice, maybe some things around me like Baby Yoda. I'm not really sure. There's so much stuff around me that I'm going to use, and I'm going to show you we're going to make a song. Again, I haven't made this yet, so you're going to see me create. Oh, I have a whole jar of coins. You're going to see me create a song right now. So let me think of a noun first. Let's see. My noun is going to be crowd. So like a crowd of people. Maybe I should choose Disneyland, something like that. All right, the first thing I want you to check is your preferences. You're going to click on GarageBand, Preferences, and then you're going to go to Audio. And you're going to make sure your output device is set to your computer speakers or to your headphones. Mine says iMac Pro speakers. Then your input device is going to be set to your laptop's microphone. Mine is set to system settings because I'm using an external microphone, but yours should be set to the computer's microphone and your computer's speakers for your output and input. All right. Next thing is I need to create a track for audio. So I'm going to create an audio track and I'm going to write, I want to hear my instrument. I'm going to click, I want to hear my instrument as I play. So yours is going to be I highly suggest using headphones or you're going to get a lot of feedback. So have headphones in and use your microphone of the computer. So I'm going to create that. So as you can see, I got feedback from doing that because I do not have headphones on. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to do this without headphones so you can see what's happening. I just turned my input monitoring off. You might not know what that is yet, but that's okay. I'm going to make sure my metronome is on, so when I play my song, I hear clicks. So that's too fast for the crowd I'm going. Tempo controls your speed. So I'm going to bring it down to 90 because 90 is about walking speed. The first sound I'm going to create, actually, let's do something more like footsteps. I'm going to use this sound. It'll have a deeper sound. That was a bit dusty. I'm going to record that. So the 1, 2, 3, 4 is selected, so it'll give me a count in. So I'm going to press record. It'll count me in 4 beats, and then I'll start my first sound. 2, 3, 4. So I'm only going to do that for 4 measures. I need to zoom in some because I kind of went past the 4th measure. I'm in the 5th measure. I'm going to trim this back. All right, I'm going to zoom back out so I can see properly. I'm going to bring my playhead to the beginning, and then I'm going to press play. So it's a little off time slightly, but I actually think it's good enough. Let's turn the metronome off and just hear the padding on the book. So you're picking, in my recording, you're picking up some metronome because I don't have headphones in. When you have headphones in and you're using your mic, your mic won't pick up the metronome. So now that I have my first beat, I don't need my metronome anymore. I'll be able to play to the tempo of this track. I could delete the piano. I don't need that anymore. We made that just to get started. Yep, so the next thing I'm going to do, crowds are noisy, like nonstop. I'm going to use this jar of coins. I'm going to practice for a bit. I'm going to cycle it so this repeats over and over again, and I'm going to press play. All right, now I'm going to record that. I will create another audio track. All right. You're going to keep these orange. I turned them off so I don't get feedback because I'm not using headphones. I'm going to keep the 1, 2, 3, 4 counting in so I can start after 4 beats. So I'll turn cycle off. This is what I have so far. So those are all percussion sounds. I need something that is more of a melody sound. Let's use these scissors and this mug. Let me practice that. I'm also going to turn these down because I want my melody to stand out more. This one sounds more like rain. Maybe I'm going to change my noun to rain. Or kids playing in rain. And that makes sense too because this is a tink. So I'm changing my noun. Is a lot of words, but rain and kids. Those are my nouns. All right, here we go. So let's keep 1, 2, 3, 4 on. Let's create a new audio track, and let me practice it first. Okay, so here we go. All right, I'll zoom in and I will trim this back. So it's at 5 also. Let's go back to the beginning. I'll put my play at the beginning. Let's see what we have. I want these to come out a little bit more. I'll turn this up. I'm also going to add an effect to this. So right here I see voice and all this stuff. I'm going to click on voice and let me solo this. Solo means this is the only instrument I'll hear. These are muted now. Let's see how it sounds like a helium with helium. It might be higher pitched, and I kind of want my rain to be higher pitched. I could put the mug down now. Okay, so I changed my mind. I don't want it on this one, but I did get an idea. Though I don't want it on this one, I do want it on this one. So I'm gonna go to voice, experimental, and I'm gonna put helium on this. Now this one will sound more like rain instead of coin shaking. And since this one is supposed to be like my footsteps, I'm going to put a deeper vocal on this. Let me solo it so I hear how that sounds. That sounds more like footsteps to me. All right, so this is what I have so far for my song. It sounds like kids playing. Now, there's a lot of percussion sounds still. If you want, you can add a track. We can do a software instrument, create. I'm going to bring this to the bottom. I want my percussion. Actually, I'll bring this to the top. I want my percussions right here. That's just me organizing. It doesn't matter. When I think of kids playing in rain, I think of what instrument? I like a mallet type instrument, maybe like a marimba. I'm going to press the scissors, and now I have this piano. I'm going to add some notes to this. To add notes, I'm going to hold command. So those of you who don't know, on your keyboard, let me find it first. On the keyboard, there's a button that says command. If you hold that down, this turns into a pencil. Without holding it is just a pointer, and you can't do anything with that. Holding it down turns it into a pencil. So I'm just going to draw some notes a bit sporadically. I want them to be shorter because raindrops, I think of short notes. I don't like where that one is because I understand that they kind of need to be on the thicker lines for it to sound like it's on time. I don't like that at all. Whoa, the light just went out. That's okay. So there were some notes I liked, but there's a lot of notes I did not like. I'm going to bring this one right here. So there's kind of a pattern going. And now let's do smaller notes. Wait, Command Z is going to undo. I don't like that. Maybe this should be even shorter. If I don't hold command down, I can drag the notes around. I forgot what that note sounded like, so I clicked on it. I don't want to end on that note. I think I want to end on the same note. And I know this is the same one because these are 3 black keys, and these are 3 black keys. So I'm going to keep drawing these small notes until I get down to this one. I don't know how that's going to sound, so I'm going to play it. Maybe a kid like fell in a puddle. All right. And then I'm going to kind of repeat that concept. I'm going to press Command Copy. And just those 3 notes I want. And I'm going to put the playhead right here. And then I'm going to Command V to paste them. I don't want that one though. Oopsies. Command Z undoes. Undoes the note. Undoes? That's not a word. Sorry, I make up words all the time. You know that. Let's bring this down to 2 measures only. I'm gonna I want those notes instead. All right, next, I don't completely love this instrument, and I just now realized that it's not a mallet. So let's change it to a mallet instrument now. Okay, press scissors. Here we go. All right, so a lot of this is a little bit too noisy for me. I'm gonna see how this sounds only with this one. And then I'm gonna only see how it sounds with this one also. I think I don't like this part. Yeah, I don't like this one. That doesn't mean it doesn't need to be in my song. Maybe it just needs to come in later. So maybe it needs to come in right here. Let's go ahead and turn off all these solos so they're all playing. And then maybe this just repeats. If you didn't see that, if you put your mouse here, you can repeat what you just did. To me, that was better. So that was playing in rain. I didn't have to do that with our kids playing in rain. I know that's not really one noun, but I guess my noun was rain, and the characteristics I thought of were like kids playing in it. So again, I didn't have to play an instrument to do that. Anybody could make a song. All right. So if you have questions, please reach out. Bye. So, if you made a composition in GarageBand, you need to screencast. To do that, you're going to click on this screencastify right here. And mine shows recording because I'm using it right now, but you're just going to record. If you don't have that, you will go to screencastify.com. It looks like this. And you can get this onto your like, what is it, I forgot what the word is, but you can get it right there. It's kind of like a plug-in. Next thing is you can also use screenshot right here, and that allows you to record. So if I press that and then press record, because I'm in record entire screen, not just take a picture, you can get a recording of your screen. I think it's just called screenshot. It is, yeah. All right. So, if you are sharing a video from GarageBand, you're going to open up your composition that I already just made in the last clip, and you're just going to explain the song. I have footsteps. You'll say, like, my noun is rain. I chose marimba because it kind of reminds me of a rain sound, like raindrops. Right here, I put a helium vocal on top of the clinks of oh no, that was this one. I'm sorry. I put a helium. You'll say you won't make mistakes, but you're gonna say I put a helium vocal on top of the clinks of change to make a raindrop sound, a continuous raindrop sound. Or for this one, did we put something on this? I actually totally forgot. We did put something on this. We made this one sound deeper. So you're going to explain the entire song in maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and then you're going to play your song. Make sure you don't have headphones in when you play your song so the microphone picks up the recording. It's honestly probably easier just to use your phone to record it, or a parent's phone or an iPad to just record your screen and then email it to yourself. But again, if you need help, reach out. All right, bye. Okay, this last video is going to be how to import your video into Flipgrid if you don't just use Flipgrid itself to record your video. So I'm going to enter the flip code, which is compositions, and then I'm going to log in. I I don't know why it's taking so long. Okay, that was crazy. All right, noun compositions. You're going to see this. You're going to press the plus to add your response. Press allow. Great. So, if you're not recording a video, but instead you're just importing a video, you're going to press these three dots right here, and then you're going to press add video clip. And then you will go to your the file. Like if you saved it in your email, you'll download the file and it'll be in Finder. And then you just drag it into this right here. All right. If you have questions about that, please reach out. Okay. Bye.